Number 13, let's have a laugh together. That's the name of the YouTube channel, which says, how can I be sure that I'm going to heaven when I die? Sometimes the name of the YouTube channel doesn't match the question. Let's have a laugh. How can I be sure I'm going to heaven when I die? I think that there are two things I'd mention. One is genuine faith in Christ, right? And then two is, but how do I know that I have genuine faith in Christ? So I think genuine faith in Christ is a decision that you can make. I choose to trust you, Lord. I choose to trust in Christ, his death and resurrection. I think it's a decision you make of the will. So genuine faith in Christ. Okay, but how do I know that I've done that? I'm not, because humans are capable of self-deception at high degrees, right? Just look at someone who goes, oh, I love that person. And then they sleep with them and they're like, yeah, now I hate him. And it wasn't really love, was it? But I thought I loved them. I really believed I loved them, but it wasn't really love. Even I didn't know. So how do I know I'm not doing that with Jesus? And I think the answer is going to be, well, what kind of evidence is there of your faith? And this is the book of James, where he says, I'll show you my faith by my works. So you don't get saved by those works. But if faith is genuine, faith naturally leads to works. So this is not about sinless perfectionism. And if you think that, you're going to feel absolutely condemned. But let's have a laugh together. Let's think of it this way. Look at your life and ask yourself what it would look like if you were not Christian. Is it radically different? That means something. That means something. How would you behave if it wasn't for Christ? That means something. So I think when you look at your life and you see the evidence of, the version of me that is not a believer versus the version of me that is, that I'm living now, like, is that a different person? But yeah, the genuineness of your faith is the thing. Another thing that tests our faith is trials and suffering and hardships and unknowns, things you're going through, things you don't understand. That kind of thing tests and challenges our faith to see if it's genuine or not as well. Those are my answers. It's your works will not save you in any way, shape, or form. I'm just asking, is your faith genuine? And if it is, it should be demonstrated in your life. And if there's no demonstration, zero, like you look at your life and you're like, I intellectually believe in Christ, but there's zero change, then I'm not sure you're saved. Right. Well, that might sound insulting, but I think it's a lifeline I'm extending. Put genuine faith in Christ, not just intellectual belief. Yield your life and your heart to him. It's more than just acknowledging him as Lord. He's your Lord. So a sincere acknowledgement of Jesus as Lord is you're saying, you're my Lord. Right? That's the step.